From Boston, welcome to Off the Bench.
Welcome to WEBN Sports. I'm Becca McMahon.
And I'm Cooper Sherman. We begin with tonight's top stories. The World Series is underway between the Tampa Bay Rays and Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers prevailed in Game 1, and they look to take a decisive 2-0 lead in this series in Game 2. Could the Dodgers win Game 2, or would the Rays even the series at 1-1? Let's check out the highlights. Here we have Brandon Lowe up to bat. Bam, and that's a shot. Dustin May already knows that that one's gone. It's a 2-run shot for Brandon Lowe. And now the Dodgers would answer back. That's another 2-run shot by Chris Taylor. And Diego Castillo looking to close it out. And it would be a call at the first base, and he's out. And the Rays take it. We are joined by our MLB correspondent, Cam Manning, to talk more about last night's game and preview the rest of the World Series. Take it away, Cam.
Thanks, Cooper. With the Rays knotting up the series at 1 game apiece on Wednesday night, the World Series is now a best-of-5 series. Who has the upper edge in the series, you may ask? Hard to tell based on these first 2 games. Clayton Kershaw continued to silence the postseason critics with his masterful start in Game 1, while Mookie Betts showed us why he's the premier player in baseball. Not only did Mookie get everyone around the world free tacos, but he stole the show with his bat, his glove, and his stellar base running. Starting to wonder if the Red Sox regret giving him up. Now, the Dodgers are no rookies to World Series play. This is their 3rd World Series appearance in the last 4 years, losing to the Houston Astros in 2017. Follow that up with the 2018 loss to the Red Sox. Now here we are again in 2020 with the Dodgers competing for yet another World Series. They're bound to win at least one, right? The underdog Rays might have something to say about that. They are playing in their first World Series since 2008. Their stellar pitching combined with timely hitting is what has gotten them to where they are right now. Not to mention rookie sensation Randy Arozarena is having the best postseason rookie campaign since a guy named, stop me if you've heard of him, Derek Jeter. Arozarena has been the driving force in that Rays lineup, slashing .361 with 7 home runs and a 1.222 OPS. Combine that with the arms the Rays got in that bullpen, and you can see why this team is dangerous. The road to the World Series has been different in many ways, but the goal stays the same. For the Dodgers, it is to finally break through and capture their first World Series since 1988. For the Rays, it is slaying the giant that is the Dodgers and winning their first World Series as a franchise. Back to you, Becca.
Thanks, Cam. The unbeaten Titans squared off against Deshaun Watson in the Texans Sunday afternoon. Will the Texans pick up a big road win, or will the Titans remain undefeated? To Nashville for the highlights we go. We go to the 4th quarter. Texans down by 6. Watson's in the pocket. Looks deep into the end zone. He's going to find Fuller in the end zone for a touchdown for the Texans. 8 seconds left in the game. Tannehill's going to go for it on second. Floats into the end zone to find Brown, who manages to get both feet in bounds and bring this game into overtime. 3rd and goal in overtime. No need for Tannehill here as Derrick Henry's going to get the snap and bulldoze his way into the end zone. Touchdown Titans to win the game. Final score 42-36 Tennessee over Deshaun Watson and the Texans. Coming up after the break, there's a new starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to WEBN Sports. The Dolphins named Tua Tagovailoa their starting quarterback. The 5th overall pick from the 2020 NFL Draft was make his first NFL start in Week 8. Dolphins coach Brian Flores announced his decision with Miami currently on a bye week. Tagovailoa made his NFL debut off the bench for the Dolphins in their Week 6 blowout win over the New York Jets. Tagovailoa completed 2 passes for 9 yards in his debut. The 3-3 Dolphins are back on the field on November 1st at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
The Seattle Seahawks are reportedly interested in signing Antonio Brown. ESPN's Adam Schefter reports that several NFL teams are interested in Brown following the end of his suspension. Brown was suspended for the first 8 games of the 2020 season after being disciplined under the NFL's personal conduct policy. Brown has not played since Week 3 of the 2019 season after being released by the Patriots when sexual assault charges were brought against him. Brown will be eligible to return to football beginning Week 9.
The Cincinnati Bengals flew to Indianapolis to take on the Colts in Week 6. Could the Bengals pull off the upset, or would the Colts move to 4-2? Let's watch the highlights. Here we have Joe Burrow on the bike, going up against Philip Rivers and the Colts. Here we have Joe Mixon, and he pushes the pile like you push carts at a grocery store. That's a touchdown. Here we have Rivers. The pocket steps up, lofts it up to Zach Pascal in the end zone. What a grab. Rivers again. Throws it to the corner for the tight end Jack Doyle for the go-ahead touchdown. Last chance for the Bengals right here. But nope, not today, says Julian Blackman. The Colts get the win 31-27.
The Patriots are 2-3 for the first time since 2002. The 11-time AFC East champions are also below 500 in October for the first time since the 2002 season. The Patriots fell to the Denver Broncos on Sunday, putting them below 500. The Pats now sit in third place in the AFC East behind the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins. They face the San Francisco 49ers at Gillette Stadium this Sunday.
The Cowboys suddenly have more to worry about than their blowout loss to the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football and their 2-4 record. According to Jane Slater of NFL Network, anonymous players within the Cowboys locker room have called the coaching staff totally unprepared and just aren't good at their jobs during his Wednesday press conference. McCarthy was asked about the report and how he addressed the team.
Anytime, especially this year of all years, being our first year together, I think it is important to recognize anything and everything for teachable moments. So,
Big Ten football is officially back. The conference is set to play their 8-game conference-only schedule beginning October 24th. The Big Ten is requiring daily testing for their coaches and athletes, and any student-athlete who tests positive can return 21 days later at the earliest. No fans will be allowed to be in attendance either, and the conference will play their championship game in Indianapolis on December 19th. Coming up after the break, the Pelicans have a new head coach. Don't go anywhere just yet.
Welcome back to WEBN Sports. The Pelicans have found their new head man in TNT color commentator and longtime NBA coach Stan Van Gundy. This will be Van Gundy's fourth head coaching job in the NBA and the Pelicans' third coach in the past 7 years. In a tweet, Van Gundy said, quote, "I can't wait to talk to our players and get the process started," end quote.
The Toronto Raptors could have a new home for the 2021 NBA season. Due to coronavirus travel restrictions, the same issue that moved the Blue Jays to Buffalo, the Raptors might not be able to play north of the border at Scotiabank. The only location that has been discussed as an alternate site for the team is Louisville, Kentucky, according to Yahoo Sports. A decision from Canada or the NBA has yet to be made regarding the Raptors' home games for next season.
FIFA is currently in talks to create a Super European League. Sky News reports that Wall Street bank JP Morgan is investing $6 billion to create a European Premier League. More than a dozen clubs across England, Spain, Germany, and Italy are in negotiations. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Manchester United, and PSG are among the candidate clubs for the new league. The European Premier League would likely usurp the UEFA Champions League as Europe's flagship football tournament. The provisional start date for the tournament could be as early as fall 2022.
Liverpool defender Virgil van Dijk is out for the season with a torn ACL. The Dutch international limped off the field in Liverpool's draw against Everton, and the defender confirmed he suffered an anterior cruciate ligament injury and that he is set to undergo surgery. It is unknown when Van Dijk can return to play, but he will be out a number of months as he recovers. The injury will snap Van Dijk's streak of playing 6,665 straight minutes in the Premier League. With that, Liverpool currently sits in third in the Premier League with 10 points in 5 matches.
Manchester United suffered a $70 million drop in expected revenue. The club's latest financial results showed their net debt has increased by 133%. The Red Devils' fourth quarter and full year financial accounts show a revenue drop of 19% and a loss of £23 million, all largely due to the effect of the coronavirus pandemic. A loss of match day revenue and season ticket sales have proven costly to the club's financial accounts. Manchester United are the 10th most valuable sports franchise in the world, according to Forbes, valued at $3.8 billion.
Jumbo Joe is heading north of the border to join the Toronto Maple Leafs. The longtime San Jose Shark is entering his 23rd season in the NHL. Thornton has been made one of the most dominant offensive players in the past 2 decades, tallying 31 points in 70 games just last season. Thornton leaves the San Jose Sharks after 15 seasons with the franchise and joins his hometown Leafs in hopes of capturing his first Stanley Cup.
Notorious play-by-play announcer Doc Emrick has announced his retirement from broadcasting. Emrick has been in the broadcasting business for the last 50 years, including announcing for the New Jersey Devils for 21 seasons. Emrick has been the preeminent hockey voice for NBC and NBC Sports for the last 15 years. We wish the future Hall of Famer the best in retirement.
The COVID-19 pandemic has affected lives and jobs all across the United States, but one Massachusetts golf coach isn't letting it get in the way of his passion. Our reporter Angel Salcido has more on the story.
It's another day at Core Academy.
Nice, stay up top, stay up top.
And Coach Dan Boisvert is working on the green with the students.
Good.
It's been 12 years since the golf professional stepped into a teaching role.
Teaching for me was more fun than the actual playing part. Helping someone figure out something like golf is very rewarding for me.
Dan coaches hundreds of students weekly, from young academy players to professionals.
For me, I need to be able to speak to someone who's just touched a club for the first time and someone who's 40 that's been playing for 35 years.
But coaching golf is a lot different than team sports. There's no collective goal between Dan and his players, but the one-on-one relationships are his favorite part.
I've always looked at golf as a way to kind of help teach these kids just how to get better at something, whether it's life, whether it's school, or whatever. Like there's a process to getting better, and I think golf is a great way to learn it.
Even though improvement is important,
Try it again, a little more acceleration.
some days the students just need an escape from life.
Failure is everything. Like it's how you learn how to improve. I think being a good coach that's a huge part of it.
Dan's students say the freedom he gives them to fail is a big part of why they succeed.
So you hit it too firm then?
I never feel pressure to play good in front of my coaches. I mean, they know my game well. I mean, they know what I'm capable of, so there's nothing really to worry about.
If it's like a mental mistake that I'm making or a physical mistake, we'll just work through that and make it better for the next time.
Every golfer chases the thrill of a hole-in-one. Well, Coach Dan says his students give him that hole-in-one feeling on and off the course.
Getting the text after a round of golf, whether it's with some friends or dad or a tournament, and it's their best round. That's what it's all about for me.
It takes a special person to teach junior golfers for as long as Dan has.
Oh my God!
His passion doesn't just create incredible golfers, but incredible people.
In 10 years, or let's say 20 years, 30 years, what do you want your students to remember about Dan?
Oh, that's a tough one. Just that I care. That's a tough one.
Thanks, Angel. Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at WEBN Sports and visit our website, WEBN.TV, for more coverage. Until next time, my name is Cooper Sherman.
And I'm Becca McMahon. Stay safe, everyone, and have a good night.